Well, this is a very welcome shock and surprise. I was just completing a video covering today's new Return to Vader's Castle comic that focused on a story with Grand Moff Tarkin and came across something that almost literally took my breath away, which I believe is the confirmation that the ancient Sith Lord Darth Andeddu, a fantastic character within Legends, has now been brought back into Star Wars canon. In this case, it would be the first ancient Sith Lord from Legends to return to canon, which is huge. He would join Darth Bane as Legends Sith Lords that now exist in canon outside of the era of the films, beyond Darth Plagueis in the timeline. I have to admit, I completely missed this my first reading of the issue, but caught it the second time through. Let me break down what we're looking at here. The new weekly 5-issue series Return to Vader's Castle, running in the month of October, focuses on a new story each issue, with stories for Maul, Tarkin, Asajj Ventress, Vader, and Jabba the Hutt. The premise of each story is that they're being told through the experiences of a captured rebel named Thom Hudd who's being held prisoner in Vader's castle, and more importantly for our purposes here, Darth Vader's attendant Vene. In this week's issue, we see Lieutenant Hudd escape from Vene's torture web, and here's where it gets really interesting. When Vene's looking for the escaped rebel at the end of the issue, searching through Vader's castle, Vene states, "By Andeddu's flames, I'll hunt you down." Within Star Wars Legends lore, the name Andeddu is tied to the ancient Sith Lord Darth Andeddu, and I think Vene's use of the name here is a reference to the same character, but now within the canon. We know that Vene is fully aware of Darth Vader's lineage within the Sith Order, and his title as a Dark Lord of the Sith, as it's established within this comic series. So it would make perfect sense that Vene would reference an ancient Sith Lord in this way. Just the use of the name alone has to suggest that Darth Andeddu is now a canon character, but Vene's character is one that appears to know so much in the way of Sith lore and ancient stories that it only adds more credibility to these thoughts. Add this to the fact that Cavan Scott is the writer of the Return to Vader's Castle series, and he seems to be interested in developing ancient Sith in canon. For example, in his recent novel, Dooku Jedi Lost, he included the story of Darth Kaldoth as an Easter egg, a powerful ancient Sith Lord that was created by George Mann. I believe it's likely we have something very similar here. Cavan Scott is giving us another ancient Sith reference, but this time, one that brings a great Legends character back into canon lore. I love this, as Darth Andeddu played such an important role in the Darth Bane novels and also in comics featuring Dooku, with his holocron being one of the most important in the lineage of the Sith Order. Not to mention the fact that he knew Force abilities like Essence Transfer, so you'll definitely see me trying to incorporate a lot of this great potential into some ideas I have for episode 9. But let me know what you think. Do we now have Darth Andeddu back in canon? And if so, what are your thoughts on it? Personally, I really hope this doesn't turn out to be 2019's version of the 2018 Exar Kun canon fakeout. But that said, I do feel like we have a lot more to go on here. Thank you so much for watching everyone, and as always, may the Force be with you.